Hi, my name is Anis Fadila binti Muhammad Farid and I'm going to present to you about Chapter 1, which is Food Material Properties. For the introduction, let me explain to you about popcorn. Popcorn is a popular snack all over the world and often sold in general stores, concession booths, carnivals and circuses in addition to being prepared at home. Also, popcorn has been prepared in a variety of ways, which causing popcorn to become a popular snack nowadays. Next, proceed to the popcorn properties, which is the table below shows the properties and basic characteristics of popcorn. Generally, popcorn is a foodstuff for short to medium storage, which is popcorn often is consumed about 2 until 4 weeks. First, for the physical mechanical, popcorn is a brittle and light food, and it also has low resistance of oxygen. Next, in terms of organoleptic, popcorn is a crisp or crunchy textured food, and it has distinctive flavors and the flavor that may deteriorate over time. Noted, the organoleptic properties are the aspect of food as experienced by the senses including taste, sight, smell and touch, in cases where dryness, moisture and stale fresh factors are to be considered. Next, in terms of physicochemical, popcorn has very low moisture content, which is why the texture of popcorn is brittle and light, and it contains fat, and it's really sensitive to oxidation and moisture. Next, in terms of technical economical, popcorn is an industrial food and it was sold in a low price. And any effect of behavior changes in popcorn will affect the crispiness, texture, and also will lead to rancidity. For the factors affecting popcorn's properties, there will be 3 factors, which is, the first one is moisture content. High quality popcorn usually need to have moisture content about 13.5% according to Agricultural Marketing Resource Center 2018. Next, the next factor is expansion ratios, which is volume of popped popcorn per gram of unpopped kernels is measured by the expansion ratios. Next, popping ratios. Popcorn of the highest quality often has a popping ratios of at least 98%. These are the effects of bad packaging, which is they will lead to two scenarios, which is the first one is deterioration. The more grow-on popcorn with a moisture content of more than 30% can lead to deterioration. And rancidity. The oil content of popcorn can be oxidized and lead to rancidity when the ambient environment is not consistent. And if the fat is exposed to humidity in the atmosphere, it will oxidize, leading to rancidity and reduce the shelf life of popcorn. This is the suitability of the food materials with packages. There will be 3 constraint factors that need to be alert on, which is the first one is moisture content resistance, second oxygen resistance, and third is height barrier of the packaging material. Apart from these 3 important factors, there will be other factors too, which is first one is the functionality, printability, cost, lightweight and range of flexibility. And nowadays, popcorn is packaged in flexible packaging materials with packed in flexible laminates of composite construction. Thus conclude all the important factors. The critical aspect that need to be considered when choosing the package is, which is the popcorn form is a brittle solid, which it is important to have a flexibility packaging materials. And popcorn is often has shelf life about 2 until 4 weeks. And the factors affecting product shelf life is the moisture content, oxygen and susceptibility to oxidative rancidity. And the package need to have a height barrier, including the moisture content resistance and oxygen resistance. So that's all for me. Thank you.
For the packaging, popcorn snack has a fluffy shape, light and crunchy, so it requires packaging that will preserve the popcorn structure, flavor and freshness. Stand-up pouch is the best type for popcorn packaging. It is most well known and used to package a wide range of things from dry to liquid food. It has a unique structure that includes side panel, gasket bottom, and resealable zippers to extend the shelf life of the popcorn that could degrade its quality. Stand-up pouch is made of several layers of barrier materials that can be classified into three groups. All work together to provide the pouch with durability and puncture resistance. Outer layer of the pouch communicates brand message and draws the customer to the food is polyethylene terephthalate. It does not react with food and resistant to microorganism attack. Middle layer is metallized film polyethylene. It is a thin, flexible material made up of both plastic, usually polypropylene or polyethylene, and metallized film, usually aluminum layers. It is high barrier against oxygen and water vapor. Inner layer is linear low-density polyethylene. The inner layer is important, especially when used for food packaging because it comes into direct contact with the food. It is a tough, flexible, and can be easily recycled. There are numerous methods for testing the strength and integrity of seal in stand-up pouch. First method is standard test method for seal strength of flexible barrier materials. It is a method in which 1 inch wide by 3 inch long sample of the sealed material are pulled apart. It specifies that the sample be put apart at a constant rate between 8 inch per minute and 12 inch per minute. The resulting force required to pull the sealed sample apart is plot versus the change in the jaw suppression distance of the machine. Second method is standard test method for internal pressurization failure resistance of unrestrained package. It is a standard that specifies 3 test methods used for burst, creep, and creep to failure testing. Test method present 2 testing apparatus, an open package tester that used to burst test with one open side, and a closed package tester that used to burst test a pouch that has all sides sealed. Other aspects related to packaging materials. It is lightweight as well as easy to open, carry, store and receive with features like ziplock. This convenience makes food products more appealing to consumers, which lead to increased sale opportunities. It is a sustainable solution because it does not require the use of many of the Earth's resources in its manufacture and can be reused and recycled. It is cost-effective because it can result in a higher product-to-package ratio, and adding more layers to package can actually lower costs by increasing organizational efficiency. It does not require any additional structure support or supplemental packaging such as inner or outer box or carton to fully perform all of the functions required of the packaging. This saves money because it eliminates all costs associated with the production, transportation, storage, and disposal of extra packaging. It is lower carbon footprint than alternative packaging materials such as glass, metal, and cardboard containers, which take up much less space in our landfill. And it can be custom printed in up to 12 colors with food safe and water-based ink for improved shelf appeal and acceptance.
Next, for packaging design and appearance section, my name is Ida Shariza binti Kamarudin and my matric number is 192272. The goal of packaging design is to achieve marketing objective by clearly communicating the personality or function of a consumer product and creating a sale. Popcorn packaging comes with many variations of types of packaging such as the plastic see-through bag with a twist tie. This packaging, it is the worst type of packaging for popcorns, and it is also plain and dull, which is not attractive for consumer to purchase. Next is the popcorn tin. This packaging is extremely expensive for the packaging, as the tin is quite expensive for production. And it is also not airtight containers and very bulky. The last is vertical form seal bags, which is this packaging is typical cheap bag which is unable to stand up on the store shelf and not airtight seals after open the packaging. With the rise of flexible packaging, there has become a high demand for pouch, whether side seal pouch or stand-up pouch. Pouch has several advantages and are known to be much more resource efficient and cost effective in comparison to other forms of packaging. Stand-up pouch are the only types of popcorn packaging that will form a tight seal after the product has initially been opened. Sure, most of the others will initially have an airtight seal, but after the product has been opened, it's impossible to close up the product back up without additional resource. This can cause the popcorn will go stale fast, so the buyer better be ready to consume the entire product right then. And then the popcorn packaging also is this type of packaging also is plain and dull. It's not attractive for the consumer to purchase. The idea of design to maintain the freshness and crunchiness of popcorn by adding the resealable packaging feature is any type of packaging that allows the consumer or user to reseal or reclose the packaging. Often, packaging needs to be resealed to maintain product freshness or prevent spillage. Once properly sealed, it becomes virtually airtight and protects popcorn from dirt, dust, moisture, insects, and else. The appearance design of the popcorn packaging using the pouch bag with resealable features. Marketing graphic design is all about communicating and promoting a brand's product or service in a visually appealing way. Not only that, but all the materials created need to adhere to the company visual identity. So for our popcorn arrow, I illustrated the marketing design. This is the front packaging label, which is with popcorn glazed with caramel illustration. And the net weight is 100 gram to tell the consumer that our popcorn contains 100 gram of popcorn. At the back of the packaging, I insert the nutrition facts label, ingredient list, the certified logo for our company, identification system, a little bit explanation of our product, manufactured by our factory, customer service information, and the best before. Important aspect in the food packaging is the identification system, which is that they can help to manage the supply chain where various food items are distributed. For our product, Popcorn Arrow, barcodes are great for keeping track of how many items are in the supply line and how many have been distributed. The advantages or benefits using the barcode identification system that it is small and lighter than RFID tags. Second is less expensive than RFID tags, and the third is barcode accuracy has been said to be the same or even better than RFID tags. Has been certified with a few logos such as halal that important for food packaging in Malaysia, which that to make sure that the products are throughout checked in accordance with the Islamic Sharia law by the concerned board. The next is HACCP, which is better to convince consumer that our goods are safe and as science and technology from microbiological, chemical, and physical pollutants. So it's certified with good manufacturing practice, GMP certified, which that our product is certain that the ingredients and packaging material are handled safely, that the food is prepared in a safe atmosphere. Next is mesti makanan selamat tanggungjawab industri, is to ensure that our organisation complies with the food hygiene regulation of 2009, and our product is made in Malaysia, that to symbolise where is acts as to support the Malaysian goods.
Hi everyone, I'm Wai Xiong and my matrix number is 194198. So now I'm going to present on the production system section for the popcorn manufacturing. So let's start on the process flow chart. So this is a process flow chart for the popcorn manufacturing, whereby fresh kernels of popcorn is bought from online sellers from the wholesalers and used in the popcorn reactor. Before the popcorn is being added, coconut oil is added into the popcorn reactor and being heated up, then followed by the fresh kernels. So during heating, the steam inside the water inside the kernels will turn into steam and later on exceed the kernel pressure and pop up and will turn inside out. Then the popcorn will be added into the flavor coating machine for flavorings. Brown sugar, salt, corn syrup, water, and butter will be added for the salted caramel flavoring. Then the machine will mix up the flavor and the popcorn to produce salted caramel popcorns. Then the popcorns is transferred to a cooler and separator whereby a rotating drum is being used to separate the unpopped kernels from the popcorns. Besides that, it also functions as a cooler to cool down the popcorn and avoid the popcorns from sticking with each other. Then we have our caramel popcorn. The caramel popcorn is then transferred to the next process of filling process, whereby stand-up pouch is being used to fill up the popcorns. And after filling, sealing is carried out, and finally packaging and storage at ambient temperature. So my case study is on the filling and sealing section. First of all, the first concern is on the manufacturing of multi-layer stand-up pouch. So this multi-layer stand-up pouch can be manufactured using cold extrusion and lamination process. And the zipper can be attached to the plastic with heat. Then the designs can be printed on the multi-layer surface, on the surface of the pouch. But however, this manufacturing process is very complex. So I have opted out the manufacturing option of the multi-layer pouch. I have decided on buying from the related supplier, whereby customized design can be done and discussed, and desired layers can be told towards the supplier with desired dimensions. So everything can be obtained directly from the supplier after discussion. Then another concern is on the machine to be used for filling and sealing process. The machine must contain a weigher to weigh the popcorn in a range of 100 grams accurately, at least within the range of maybe plus minus 10 grams. And then the zipper must be able to seal tightly to avoid water moisture or air from entering the packaging. So the solution for machine to be used is the VFFS machine, which is stand for vertical form fill and seal machine. So we'll talk about it later. For the production output projection, I have estimated on the production capacity of 60 packet of popcorn being produced in 1 minute. By setting the cushion capacity at 25%, at least 25%, the total production capacity is expected to be at 80 packets per minute. So the current production will be at 60 packets per minute. And then these are the sections with the value. The total production capacity will be fixed at 80 packets per minute with a cushion capacity of 25%. So the production that is going to put to run is 60 packets per minute. And the number of hours of operation for the machine is 8 hours. Therefore, in 1 day, the popcorn production rate can be up to 28,800 packets. And for the profit section, number of packets is 28,800 packets per day. And I have set the price at 8 ringgit, which is a market value. as the popcorn size is 100 grams, so it's higher than the existing market range of weight compared to some of the other brands. And the total profits for 1 day of producing the popcorn will be 230,400 ringgit. As for other expenses of costing, the packaging material covers 15,000 of costing, whereby 50 cent is applied to each of the packets. And the raw ingredients of kernels is 3,675 ringgit for the whole day production. And other raw ingredients include oil and flavoring such as water, cornstarch, brown sugar, etc. is included in 35,300 ringgit, whereas the wages and power is estimated or assumed as 5,000 ringgit. Therefore, the total costing is 58,900 ringgit. And after calculations, the profit margin is up to 74.4%. This projection output exclude the calculating of premises and machines in calculation of costing. So this is the everyday's profit margin. However, it can the investment can be paid back in a very short period of time due to the high profit margin. Then on selected production equipment, for popcorn reactor, the jacketed kettle cooker with agitator is being selected due to various reasons. So the jacketed kettle cooker can supply heat evenly towards the popcorn and oil, so it can pop evenly, thoroughly, and it can mix the popcorn thoroughly due to the agitator, so no popcorn will be stuck at the bottom or at any edge. Then the cooker can be tilted down to pour out the popcorns after the process has been completed. Whereas for flavor coater, it is the same equipment as the popcorn reactor. Due to the reasons are also the same, as coatings are applied evenly on popcorns. Then after that, on separator, a rotating drum, such as in the figure below, figure that you have seen, where the drum is rotating, and inside is like the lining of screw. So it will move forward and forward by turning. The rotating drum contains meshes which can sieve out unpopped kernels. It is expected to reach 98% of popping percentage on total kernels. Besides that, this process also cools down the popcorn and avoid the sticking of popcorn due to coating. And finally, this is a filling and sealing machine, which also known as a vertical form fill and seal VFFS machine. So this machine consists of a feeder, touch control screen, multi-head weigher, and a platform. And also, finally, the most important, the stand-up pouch machine. So the feeder transfer the popcorn upwards and into the weigher machine. So from the weigher machine, it will be weights. The popcorn will be weighed before filling into the stand-up pouch packaging. So let's see on the multi-head weigher, how does it function? The multi-head weigher, this is a diagram. So the multi-head weigher, when the popcorn is poured into the funnel, each section, each compartment of this contains a weighing scale. So the feed buckets is the filling of popcorn into the weight buckets. So at every interval, some of the popcorn is being released into the weight basket from the feed basket. So the system functions like a combination principle, whereby every compartment will have different weights, and the system will automatically sum up which compartment will reach the desired weight. For example, 100 gram is our desired weight, and then the first compartment maybe is 20, the second compartment is 30, another one is 50. So these 3 compartments will be allowed to enter the collecting chute before being released out into the pouch. So this multi-head weigher system implements such principle. And finally, the stand-up pouch machine. So this is a mechanism of stand-up pouch machine whereby the first number, every package is being sucked down, so as to remove as to handle one package from the piles of packaging. After being sucked down, it is being opened by being clamped together, whereby each clamp will have a vacuum suction. This sucks the packaging in 2 ways, in opposite sides, and opens up the packaging while pulling apart. Then the popcorn is being filled into the pouch from the funnel, from whereby the weighing system has weight, and finally is being sealed using heat on the zipper of the pouch, and then is being transferred out to storage and packaging using cutters by manpower. So that's all from me. Thank you very much.
Very good day to Doctor and everyone. I'm Ang Chen Yet with matrix number 193612. Today, I'm going to talk about the distribution, storage, and quality section of popcorn. The aim of the distribution is to deliver our products popcorn to consumers for them to enjoy. During the distribution or the transportation process, you must maintain the safety and the quality of the popcorn. To protect the popcorn from physical damage, infestation of rodents and insects, as well as the exposure from harmful hazards and accidents, the warehouse operator will put the popcorn into a corrugated paper box before being loaded into the delivery truck for the distribution and transportation process. The corrugated paper box will act as a moisture and air barrier to minimize the exposure of the packaged popcorns from the surrounding. Next, the corrugated paper box will act as a hygienic barrier to maintain the hygiene of the packaged products by segregating the packaged products from the harsh environment. Also, the corrugated paper box also can be the standardization for quantity check, which means the warehouse operators will count the amount of the corrugated paper box instead of counting the packaged popcorns one by one. So it can make the quantity inspection easier. This is the distribution channel of popcorn. There are 3 main distribution channels. The first distribution channel is the grocery wholesaler, which includes the further distribution to retail stores, convenience stores, and grocery stores. The second distribution channel is the confectionery merchant wholesaler, which will further distribute the popcorn products to confectioneries, bakeries, supermarkets, and hypermarkets. If the nearby consumer wants to buy our popcorn, we will also provide the walk-in customer service so they can directly purchase the popcorn from us. The storage system is used to control proper conditions of the warehouse. So, what are the proper conditions that need to be controlled in the warehouse? The first condition is the moisture content to be controlled within 20%, while the second condition is the temperature to be controlled at 21 degrees Celsius to maintain the shelf life of the product. In general, the shelf life of popcorn is 2 to 4 weeks, but Since we use the polyethylene as the packaging materials, the shelf life of our popcorn can be extended up to 2 months. The maximum time of products in the warehouse is 15 days. Because after 15 days, the moisture content of the popcorn might be affected. So after 15 days, we will move the popcorn up for distribution. For the storage system, we select the rack system because it is low cost, good storage density, and excellent in accessibility. The racks are fabricated by stainless steel because stainless steel is a strong and durable material, while the pallets are made by plastic because it is easy to clean and safe handling for the warehouse operators. The rack system is installed with cooling system and temperature and humidity monitoring devices to control and monitor the temperature and humidity of the warehouse. Also, the rack system must be fabricated in compliance with HALA and HACCP standards. Next, I would like to discuss the health and safety involved during the distribution and the storage. The corrugated paper pulp is used to protect the physical and structural safety of popcorn. During the distribution and the storage process, the corrugated paper pulp can restrain the movement of the products, reduce shock and prevent direct physical damage, and segregate the products from environment. Next, the forklift is used to protect the health and safety of the operators. It avoids the manual handling of heavy products and pallets by moving the pallets and the products from one location to another location. This can minimize the ergonomic stress and provide comfort and combat fatigue for the warehouse operators. Other than that, we also use the warehouse management system to manage our warehouse. When the products reach the receiving dock, the products will be counted, stretch wrapped, and labeled by the warehouse operators with the barcode and the QR scan. The barcode is used for quick identification of batch number, manufacturer, and expiry date, while the QR scan is used to locate the palletized popcorns in the respective racks. By sharing the pickup points, WMS can optimize time taken by the forklifts to arrive and stop at the rack position based on the first in, first out basis. The first in, first out basis can be implemented in the warehouse by looking at the expiry date of the products. So from this, we can see that we will use the forklift to move the products and the pallets. Next, WMS can also track the delivery trucks by recording the distribution of the products. This tracking mechanism can enable product record in a short time. So in short, the warehouse management system can protect the health and safety of the warehouse operators by making the works easier, decreasing the working stress, and reducing the risk of accident occurrence of the warehouse operators while they are in their work. That's all from me. Thank you.